This recording was recovered during a routine clearance review. The review was conducted after scheduled decommission procedures were completed. No irregularities were expected. The file was found stored under a general retention category. No access restrictions were listed. The facility had been inactive for an extended period. Staff access was limited to maintenance and archival personnel only. According to the registry, all recordings produced during the final operational year were reviewed, labeled, and cleared. This file was included in that batch. The original purpose of the recording is not specified. Initial playback revealed no technical degradation. Audio quality remained consistent throughout. The same procedural language appears at regular intervals. The cadence is uniform. Pauses occur at predictable moments. These patterns were noted. They were not flagged. Review notes indicate that repetition was considered acceptable. No attempt was made to identify the source of the phrasing. The content was categorized as non-critical. No follow-up action was scheduled. At no point does the recording reference an emergency condition. No alarms are present. No interruptions occur. A secondary review was conducted after extended exposure. The reviewer reported difficulty determining when playback had restarted. This observation was logged as subjective. No correlation was established. The file continued to play without alteration. The clearance review concluded with no amendments. The file was marked as complete. Archival placement was approved. No expiration date was assigned. The recording was returned to storage. This file does not indicate an unresolved issue. No additional material is expected. The review process was finalized. Playback duration was extended beyond the original review window. No justification for the extension was recorded. The recording continued without variation. No new information was introduced. Repeated segments were identified. They were not isolated. They were not removed. At no point did the content deviate from its established structure. This consistency was noted. After prolonged listening, temporal markers became less distinct. The beginning and end of the recording were difficult to differentiate. This observation was not escalated. Playback was allowed to continue. This recording remained active beyond the scheduled termination point. No interruption was initiated. No override was requested. The system continued playback under default archival parameters. During the final review phase, it was observed that the recording no longer corresponded to a single source. This discrepancy was not investigated. The audio persisted without fluctuation. No anomalies were flagged by automated filters. Environmental markers became inconsistent. Room identifiers could no longer be confirmed. At timestamp correlation level, the recording appeared to loop. This loop was not exact. Minor variations were present. They were not classified. Personnel assigned to verification did not report discomfort. No formal feedback was submitted. The absence of feedback was recorded as compliance. Subsequent listens produced identical results. This consistency was noted. At no point did the system register a termination signal originating from the source. The file did not degrade. The signal did not weaken. A delay was introduced between review cycles. The delay did not alter the content. It was concluded that further analysis would not yield additional data. This conclusion was reached unanimously. No documentation exists indicating who authorized the final clearance. The clearance was issued. Following clearance, access permissions were expanded automatically. No user interaction was required. Playback requests increased after expansion. The cause of this increase was not determined. Listeners did not remain for the full duration. This behavior was within expected parameters. Those who remained exhibited no measurable response. Silence intervals were logged. They were shorter than anticipated. The absence of prolonged silence was noted. At later timestamps, the audio appeared to reference itself indirectly. This was considered coincidental. No cross-referencing was performed. A final integrity scan was conducted. The scan returned no errors. The system confirmed the file as stable. Archival metadata was finalized. At the moment of finalization, a delay of approximately 12 seconds occurred. This delay did not repeat. No alert was generated. The file was transferred to long-term storage. Once stored, the original source designation was removed. No substitute designation was assigned. The recording now exists independently of its origin. Further access does not require contextual framing. Playback may begin at any point. Playback may end at any point. No section is prioritized. The recording does not contain a conclusion. The recording does not acknowledge termination. For archival purposes, this segment is designated as final. No additional material is expected. No further recovery actions are scheduled. This file will remain accessible.